Welcome to Cool Cars, Interesting People. Today's interesting person is going to be Joe Meli. He's represented Canada countless of times. He's been to the Olympics, should have been 4 times. It was 3, but we'll get into that. He's in the Alberta Sports Hall of Fame, the Lethbridge Sports Hall of Fame. Joe Meli, he's coming up. But first, let's bring in Bobcat. We have the 2015 edition of the Mustang at College Ford Lincoln. This is the ultimate muscle car. It's over 50 years old now. There's a reason it's been around this long.
It is an amazing machine, all redesigned for 2015. So we have a few left. It is 2016, but we have a few left, and they're at great prices right now. So this all new redesign is phenomenal. It's a little lower. It's got safety features you won't believe.
Really?
It's 5-star safety rating. It's got more airbags. It's got, if you're ever in a front-end collision, it's got amazing supports in there, and an engine will actually drop and not go in the cockpit. Phenomenally designed.
And this is one of those things where it's one of those things you use the shift thingy.
Yes. How many kids know how to do that these days, right?
So are you going to trust me with that?
I will trust you. You lived through the 70s,
I did.
so you
actually
probably had a few.
I do know how to use one. Now this thing, I understand this thing also you can, if you wanted to, you can take it out onto a track and see how fast it'll go.
This has the race performance package,
Really?
and it tells you right at the gauge for track only.
Yeah.
So not Mayor McGrath. That's not a track. Okay, so for track only. So how it works is, if you've seen drag racing in the past where they'll have the red light, the green light, the yellow light, this will do that on your dash.
Yeah.
So it will show you, and then it will time you. So you can time yourself 0 to 60 and go, that was 4.8. I can do 4.6. So for the track only.
So this is going to be for a cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here's this. I got to do this.
That shirt, though, I don't know.
Oh well, this is. Now I'm cool. Let's go find Joe Meli.
Come in.
Joe Meli.
Hello, Mark.
How you doing?
Good. How's it going?
So what do we have here? This is your den.
This is where I work. Yeah.
What's your work?
Meli Insurance Brokerage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. It's got nothing to do with judo, but I do have my
You
some memorabilia on the wall.
That's a lot of nice stuff there.
Yeah, that's
very
the
cool.
4 Olympics I went to. Leslie did that all up
Very
for me.
nice.
My wife Leslie.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then you got what's going on?
Yeah, those.
All right.
Oh, you got me off guard here. Yeah. Well, I broke my ankle, broke my foot.
So you're saving kids from a burning bus, right?
Yeah. I wish it was something like that. It wasn't though.
In all
Just
your
did it
years-
at home.
In all your years of training, have you ever broken an ankle?
Nothing. I never ever got hurt training and working out like crazy.
You should never get into the insurance business.
Yeah.
That's what happens. I know you don't drink coffee, but you'll drink something, right?
Oh, I'll have something.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I've got a brand. Well, it's a 2015 Mustang.
Oh, sounds great.
Okay.
First new car I ever had.
Oh, nice. All right. Here we go. Let's do this. You're all comfortable? You're set to go?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
Brings back great memories.
Because you had a Mustang, right?
Yeah.
The first new car? you
First
bought?
brand new car I ever had. Yeah, just finished playing with the Lethbridge Broncos.
The
And
Lethbridge Broncos. That's right. We tend to, a lot of people will forget that hockey was your first love, right?
yeah, for
It
sure.
was the one
yeah.
that you wanted to do.
That's what I thought it was going to be, but
Yeah.
it didn't end up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Central Scouting had me going somewhere in the 4th round in the
Really?
76 draft. And
Who would have? Did you
Well,
get drafted?
no, I didn't even get drafted. Wasn't even selected. And then I ended up going to provincial championships for judo because
Right.
I'd always done judo my whole life.
Yeah.
And I won in Edmonton, and then from there I went to the national championships, which were in Montreal.
Right.
And I won handily in Montreal, and I got selected to the Olympic team for
76?
judo in 76, my
Really?
draft year. So I'm in Montreal training to go to the Olympics and waiting for the draft to see what team I was going to go and try out for.
And then you didn't
I'd
get
never,
drafted?
yeah.
Did you have an agent at the time?
No, that's another thing back then. It was not many guys had agents. I think Brian Sutter had somebody. I don't even recall, but
Yeah.
those are the guys I played with: Brian
Yeah,
Sutter
Brian
and
Sutter and
Darcy Regier and Doug Gillespie. And
all
we
these
had a
guys,
decent
yeah.
team,
And all these guys went on
Tambellini.
to, yeah, like general managers and
Yeah, oh
coaches.
yeah, they're a lot. You know, I played with Brian Trottier a bit.
Yeah.
The first year, I only played 2 games the first year.
Yeah.
But then I played every game the whole next year, which was my draft year.
Strachey didn't amount to much.
Yeah. Well, he's a friend to this day, and he's a good guy, man. He was a great player.
Oh,
No doubt about that.
Isn't it? Here we are going down Mayor McGrath Drive,
Yeah.
and of course we would have driven by what would have been the A&W, right? This was the path. The
Yeah,
A&W
you
down
bet.
here,
Oh,
down
yeah.
to the one scenic drive, right?
Yeah.
That was your
Do the loop. That was my day. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, then now we're going to go to the Firestone,
Yeah.
AKA, which I can never stop saying it's the El Rancho.
The El Rancho. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leslie and I still call it the El Rancho. I think.
Leslie being your wife.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, the El Rancho. And of course, back in those days, it was cabaret time.
Mm-hmm.
El Rancho here, the Park Plaza down there.
Yeah.
That's where all of the action was.
Yeah. Born and raised in Lethbridge, wouldn't live anywhere else.
Yeah, still. You still
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love traveling, but this is where I want to live.
You know, and that is, I love to hear that because, as you know, we were talking to Jim Stacy, who's going hopefully to his next Olympics.
Yeah,
and,
super.
You know,
We're cheering for him.
It's also, I mean, he says he just loves to come back to Lethbridge, and again, you've been all over the world as well.
You bet. Yeah.
And Lethbridge still.
I love it.
Yeah. What is it about it?
You know, I was just born and raised here, and
Yeah.
I just love the size of the city. You know, we're close to a big city in Calgary, which I think is a super city.
Yep.
We're close to the mountains. We get all the different weather here. It's.
Yeah, we do.
I know a lot of people complain about the wind, and maybe sometimes winter can be a bit of a hassle, but it hasn't been that bad this year. And
No.
we've had a great winter, and I don't know, I love it. It's home.
Yep. My first illegal underage drink was at the
I bet most of us were here for our first illegal drink. Or maybe it was the York on the north side. I don't remember. Close second.
The Outrider. It was the Outrider at the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Upstairs. Outrider.
Yeah.
20 cents, 25 cents for a draft. And, well, spend $1 and you'd be doing all right.
You bet.
All right, let's go and
Okay.
have ourselves some coffee
You bet.
or something. Keep forgetting you don't need a key.
Yeah, it's pretty cool as long as it's in your pocket. Eh?
How much tequila do you want today?
Better not. Might break the other leg.
Yeah, that's right.
These out of the way here.
Yep.
About another week or so, and I'll be done with them for
That'll
good.
be
I
nice.
hope. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to tell the story about how you broke your ankle?
Oh, I just fell at home, moving sideways, and caught my foot on the rug, and just heard a snap. All my weight over top of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Hi.
Buongiorno.
Today. Can I get you started out with some drinks this afternoon?
I'm just doing coffee. Black coffee?
I'll have a ginger ale, please.
Sure. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
So, sorry about the ankle. Anyway, so it's going to be back and you'll be okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to be back to normal sometime down the road. I get the cast off, within the next 8 days or so, 9 days. So hopefully it'll be back to normal soon.
Okay, let's go back. So the hockey thing didn't work out for you.
No, unfortunately, that's right.
And
Yeah.
even though you did get asked to try out for some clubs.
Yeah, well, I was playing for the Broncos,
Yeah.
and Central Scouting had me going probably somewhere in the 4th round, they thought.
Yeah.
So I was kind of excited. There's a possibility there. I spoke to Lou Jankowski, who was the head of the Western
Hockey league.
Hockey League, not Hockey League, but the Central Scouting
Right.
in Western Canada. And he was kind of surprised. We had a good talk in the summer a couple of years later, and he thought I was going to go in the 4th round somewhere, but that didn't happen. And I ended up going to provincials for judo. And I won the provincials, and then, of course, I've been doing judo all my life. And then I went to nationals and won decisively, and they picked me on the national team to go to the Olympics in '76. My
76.
draft year.
And that was Montreal, the Big O.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Very exciting.
What are you? 18 years old?
I was 19 and 20 by the time I fought.
Yeah. So there you are. I mean, it's an incredible opportunity to be
Yeah.
in an Olympics.
Yeah, you bet.
In your home country.
Yeah.
Take us through that whole. You walk in and there it is.
Oh, it was absolutely just unbelievable. It's hard to explain walking in that jammed building in Montreal. All the athletes already on the field because we were the host country and came in last and did our lap. And it's something that's really hard to explain to people how you felt. You're representing your country and all the hard work that went into being there. And
how'd you do?
I mean, how I thanks. Talking about all the good stuff. I lost first round to West Germany at the time.
Yeah.
West Germany was.
So like, at what point in the Olympics was your first match? And then like you go in and then you're done, right?
Yeah. Well, I fought as a light heavyweight then, so I was under 209 pounds. I had to be. Yeah, and here comes our drinks here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, so it was 1 weight class per day. So I fought the German. His name was Arthur Schnabel.
You lost to Arthur Schnabel?
Yeah, believe it or not. Oh God, yeah. And I actually met him a few times after that. He was a very nice man, and I was just a young guy. He'd been at the 72 games and in Munich, and I was just there out of the blue,
Yeah, so
I was just planning on playing hockey, and that didn't happen.
Yeah. Now, of course, 76, Bruce Jenner.
You bet.
Did
yeah.
you meet him? Did you know anything about him?
Oh yeah, you bet. We knew who he was, and you saw all those guys. Nadia Comaneci going up and down in the elevator, and it was pretty cool. all of these great names from way back.
Yeah.
It was exciting. Yeah.
Okay, so 76, let's get that one out of the way. First time at the Olympics, frickin' 1980. And we all know, for people, historical, Canada said, we're not going to the Moscow Olympics. Moscow invaded Afghanistan.
That's right.
We're against that. So all of our athletes shall not go to the Olympics. How devastating, how frustrating does that make it? Or did you agree with the decision?
No, I was pretty disappointed about it. I didn't think that, sports should enter into that at all in the political arena. Like, it was very disappointing, and they kept us hanging in there for a while, if you recall. And I'd already been once, and I made a decision to train in judo and not go and play in the minors. And I had an offer to go try out for the Cincinnati Stingers in the World Hockey League. But I gave up on all of that, thinking that, I'm going to try and see what I can do in this judo and try and win a medal in the Olympic Games. So 4 years of grinding it out, and then all of a sudden we can't go because, some country's invading another country. Well, what's that got to do with the sporting world?
And again, I think of the irony, because what did Canada do? We ended up going to Afghanistan. The Americans went into Afghanistan. And 1988, the Russians are gone.
Right. They didn't leave till 88.
Yeah. And then
so there's two more Olympics since then.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So they finally left in 88.
Yeah.
Well, it was very difficult. And then, like I say, I went once already, and I was young enough as a light heavyweight that I had a chance to try again.
Yeah.
But you think about those people that only have one kick at it.
Yeah.
That's kind of tough. 1980 is the only year they're going.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. It could be anything. They could be injured. Someone better comes along. It could be anything. The rules change.
Yeah.
And that's it. They never got to go. I got lucky. I got to go, try again.
And then number 3, 84. But then the Russians are boycotting, or the Eastern Bloc countries are boycotting.
Yeah.
So you're still not really at your second full Olympics.
Never really out of it. We still felt the effects of that. They're kind of coming back at us. Yeah. The rest of the world saying, "Well, you didn't come to ours. We're not coming to yours." I think they had and I think they had issues with some of those countries with funding and that sort of thing. I'm sure too. So that was a good excuse for them not to come.
So should I ask you how you did in '84?
Well, '84 was the games I should have won a medal. I came very close. I fought for the bronze medal.
Did Schnauzer play again?
No, he was long gone. And Schnabel was gone. But I won. I won my first match, and then I fought Japan.
Right.
My next match, and beat him by a full point. The place went nuts. It was very exciting.
Oh, nice.
You don't normally beat Japan, especially in the Olympics. So that was very exciting. I was feeling just like it might be my turn to win a medal here.
Yeah.
And then I lost a very close fight to the fellow that won the gold medal, the Korean. a close match, and you know,
And-
that's just the way it goes. So then I fought for the bronze
Yeah.
after that, and I hate to say it, I lost to the West German.
Damn Germany.
And we became good friends over the years. I knew him since I was 16 on the junior team when they came over, and I went and trained in Germany with the national junior team.
Yeah.
So I knew who Gunther was.
Yeah.
And he actually won a silver medal in Montreal.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then he beat me for the bronze. I only fought him twice in my career. I beat him in Quebec City in '82
Yeah.
for the bronze medal, and then he beat me in the Olympics for the bronze medal. So I beat him the wrong time.
I see. Okay, so then we're going 4 more years. You're still training. You're working your everything off, and it's Korea. It's,
Yeah.
And you get to go again. You make the team.
Yeah, made the team. After Los Angeles, you know, coming that close,
Yeah.
and it was going to be another 4-year window, but now, you know, we've got our 2 daughters, and things are changing for us. Well, we only had Lindsay, and then Ashley came along, but I figured as long as I could maintain that standard,
And this is probably your last crack.
and
too.
I knew this was it, though.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to be the end of the race
And I know
for
that
'88.
all of Lethbridge was behind you. I know there's because you needed to raise money.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't, you know, it's,
Awesome.
it takes. And then so you go to. I'm sorry to say this, but you go and you lose your first match.
Yeah, I was second round. I lost,
Yeah.
and the funny part about that, well, it wasn't funny at the time. But I really got the gears because I lost to Italy. So when my relatives in Italy found out, they felt sorry for me, but they gave me quite a few shots. And it was kind of funny. My dad's going, "Oh boy, why Italy? Couldn't it be somebody else?" We're gonna have to hear about this.
Jeez.
But it was all no problem. It was great.
And of course, '88, that Olympics, Ben Johnson and all of that went
Yeah.
down.
Oh, wow.
What was that? Were you around at that
Yeah,
time?
you bet. Our building. Well, we went to see him race. My good friend Kevin Doherty, who I was on the team, he was our middleweight. We went with our tags, got on the bus, and went into the stadium. We sat about 30 meters, about 20 rows up. Great seats.
Yeah. Oh my.
And it was unbelievable. Everyone was just waiting for this race.
And I think all of Canada was on the edge of their seats watching.
Wow. Marco, and they took off. Kaboom. He was out of those blocks. He was about this far ahead of second place, who was Desai Williams, the other Canadian that was in the race. He was this far ahead of Desai, and there was a gap about that far between the next group and Desai Williams.
Wow.
And we're just couldn't believe it. We were pumped, and he's taken off. And usually when Lewis caught him, he'd catch him, you know, just after 50, he'd catch him. But as the race went on, you could see that he wasn't going to catch him.
Yeah.
He even turned back, if you remember,
Yeah,
and held his
yeah,
arm up
yeah.
and stopped his last couple strides.
He probably could have gone faster.
And and he beat him. It was so exciting, and I felt like, geez, can't I fight tomorrow? You know, we were pumped. So we get back to the village, and Canada was in one building. Everyone had these apartment blocks and stuff that they built for the games. And we're upstairs in our rooms on our floor. And Phil Takahashi came up to the room and says, "Hey, did you guys hear about?" He was our lightweight from Ottawa. "Did you guys hear about what happened to Ben?" He goes, "Yeah, they tested him. He tested positive." So, "Oh yeah, okay, Phil."
Yeah.
We're always joking around, right? We went down there and it was true, man. Everywhere we went, we had our uniforms on. We took a taxi and went somewhere, and even the cab drivers going, "Oh, Canada, so sorry," and stuff like. We couldn't believe it.
So when you think about what Ben
Cameras
did,
everywhere.
Yeah, but you think about what he did, and what do you think about? You know, well, he cheated.
Yeah,
he took steroids.
well,
So
he
what's
did.
Where do you come out on all of that?
Well, you know, I really believe a lot of people did do steroids.
Yeah.
They just, some got caught and some didn't.
Not so much in judo, though, right? Judo is not the
Well,
kind
no,
of.
we
is
had
it?
people that
Yeah.
were caught for doing steroids in
Yeah.
judo over the years. You
Yeah.
bet. And I'm just trying to remember. I think even at those games, one of the athletes,
Judo athletes,
I
yeah.
believe so,
Yeah.
tested positive. I can't remember if it was those games or, but you bet it's happened.
So, a disgraced athlete, would you say? I mean, or do you have no respect for him whatsoever? Where do you come out?
You know what, I can honestly say, and anyone who knows me and trained with me and did any sports with me, I never did anything like that. I really didn't. I mean, I just didn't think I needed to.
Right.
And I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to open it up and say, go ahead, go nuts. And I don't know a lot about it, but I think based on your personal design, your body design, you know, they could help someone more than someone else. I really believe that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they don't open it up. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about something else. Another one of your loves, the Toronto Maple Leafs. What the hell's the deal?
Well, I think they're going to make the playoffs next year.
Next year, okay.
No, I'm kind of excited with things are going. I mean, I think they need some pieces for sure.
Yeah. Babcock, a good spend. Like, what is it, $6 million they're paying him to coach?
Oh, geez, I love Mike Babcock. You bet. I mean, he's getting a lot of mileage out of that team right now, and like I say, I don't think they've got the bodies there. They need to for sure add some pieces, but he's getting every ounce out of that team. You know, they win some big games, and then they end up falling to other teams. I don't get it, but I mean, I think you see that with a lot of good teams. Even, you know, will come out and lay an egg.
Why do we love our team so much? You were like since '67, right?
Oh, well, forever, yeah. Ever since I liked hockey, I liked the Leafs, and Dave Keon was my guy.
He was your guy.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why do we do that?
I don't know.
People look up to you. I mean, you're looking up to these guys. What's the deal?
And you know what? I used to be so upset when my teams lost, and I'm a big Steeler fan. Everybody knows that. And I used to get so upset and mad. I'd carry a grudge for like weeks and months. And then Leslie said that to me. She said, you know, why do you get so upset? I mean, you've been through that stuff yourself. Just, you know, you get over that. Get over this. So I just turn the page. I get upset when it happens.
Yeah.
Like when the Steelers lost to Denver.
Yeah.
I was pretty upset, but man, the next day I'm ready to, you know, next year we'll get them.
It is, yeah. And you got to go that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
what more can you do? I mean,
you'll be invading West Germany.
Yeah, I almost broke
year.
my foot kicking a car tire once when the Leafs lost to Los Angeles when Gretzky scored. Can't do that again. I finally broke it though now.
That's right. Okay, so now you're into the insurance business. You're living in Lethbridge, living the life.
You bet.
Tell me what do you see down the pathway there?
Well, I'm always going to live in Lethbridge. Yeah. I don't know if Leslie thinks that's a great idea or not, but I'm Lethbridge born and raised, and I love it here. And like I said earlier, I wouldn't live anywhere else. Yeah. I've got everything here that we can go to the big city if you want. You can get on a plane. I love to travel. I love to come home. Good. Close to the U.S., close to the mountains. Yeah. So this is the place for me. My daughters live in Calgary, but they come home often enough, so that's close enough.
Very nice. Well, I'll tell you what, I hear Moses is playing upstairs at the Outrider.
Outrider.
So let's go up there after we finish this.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
I'm old enough now.
Yeah, that's right. Joe, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You bet, Mark. It's always fun talking to you.
You too.